going to put Pepper in the big colony. So Pepper was my favorite kit from Rosie's first surviving litter, and I've kept her as a breeder. She is now about 5 months old, and I am ready to put her in with the big colony to become a mama rabbit. A lot of people say you're supposed to wait till 6 months to put your rabbit to start breeding your does. Some people say 8 months. Some people just, have them in, and then whenever they get pregnant, that's okay. A lot of people say rabbits can technically get pregnant at 4 months, about 16-ish weeks. So I was thinking of experimenting. Like, people say, oh, there's pros and cons to each, and like all this different stuff. So I thought it'd be interesting to experiment and put Pepper in a month early and see how it goes. And I don't think any really bad things will happen to her if she gets pregnant a month early or so. So we'll see. I have the black dog kennel crate playpen thing. I cut it in 2 parts for the Angora colony. So I'm going to now, I cleaned it up and I washed it off with the hose, and then I sprayed it with neem oil and vinegar to make sure and clean it off. And I'm going to use this for Pepper. So when you introduce a new rabbit into a colony, you don't just put them in there, because the rabbits, and especially the other doe or does in there, have already figured out their pecking order and whose territory is whose. Sort of like they're figured out, like they're sharing this territory, or if there's one doe in there, that's all her territory as a doe. And if you put a new one in, they're gonna fight and maybe wound each other or kill each other. So it's best to do it slowly. So what most people say to do is take a cage or a pen or something and put it in your colony and have the new rabbit. So I'm gonna have my new rabbit Pepper in an X pen inside the colony, so the rabbits can see each other, smell each other, but they can't wound each other too bad. I'm going to wait at least a week, and then I will take her on a few play dates where you take her out and supervise what happens, and then for a little bit, and then put her back. And then once you do that 2 or 3 times, then she's gonna be out full time. I'm gonna make sure that whenever she comes out full time, I'm gonna have an hour or 2 blocked off so I can just watch for a long time and make sure there's no fighting. I have the pen set up in here, and this 3 panels and those 5 panels are separate from each other because I cut them apart. So now I have these clasps that came with the setup that I'm going to connect them with again. Okay, so I had it backwards to where the gate, instead of opening out, it would open in, and then I couldn't reach the latches or anything. So I insided it out again, so it's now right side out. And now I'm gonna put all of Pepper's things in here, like her food and water and a hidey house and all that stuff. So goodbye. So this is the finished setup. There's the food and the water, and there's a hidey house and some hay, and that's basically all she'll need for a week. And then now I'm going to take her and do a health check on her, just because I haven't done one for a while, and then put her in. So she's in. So far no one seems too interested. Basil probably will be, and Rosie probably will be, and all the babies are sniffing her, and it's really cute because sometimes babies stick their heads through the bars and eat her food and stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh. So far nothing crazy has happened. There's been no major fighting or breeding or anything. Everything's just gone just pretty good normal. So I'm gonna leave now and come check back in a little bit and see if everything goes good. The only thing that could go bad that I'm wondering about is if the babies come in through the bars, then that's okay, because Pepper is really nice, and Lola's babies would escape into her cage all the time when they were little, and she loved them and stuff. But one thing I'm worried about is her jumping out of this, because it's only like 3 feet tall, and she's a pretty good jumper. But we had all the Angoras in here, and they're pretty good too, and they had ample opportunity to jump out, but they never did. So I'm hoping that she stays in here for a week, and worst comes to worst, if they do, if she does jump out, well, and then we'll just see what happens. But I will be watching her and I'm gonna come check on her every few hours and stuff, just to make sure everything's okay. So yeah, I will update you soon. And she pushed her head through the bars and is eating the food. Isn't that sort of just so cute? Would you look who got in? A baby squeezed through the bars, obviously, and is now in with Pepper, but she doesn't care. So that's one good thing about Pepper, is that she, for whatever reason, she just doesn't care if there's babies with her. She's not mean to them at all, very much. She's like a big sister, which actually she is, because these are her siblings. So that is something interesting I wanted to show you.